What's up, everybody? It's Mr. 100K a day with another episode of The Biggest Hater in Track and Field. And today I'm going to be talking very briefly, guys, about, Colin Waitsman with Track World News and Total Running Productions. They just did a video today that was on Colin's Track World News YouTube channel. And I don't know, man, these guys make me nervous. I really don't understand how Colin Waitsman, a pole vaulter, mind you, he's a mixed pole vaulter, his father's white, um, how he can have even a voice in track and field. He doesn't even know anything about track and field for real, other than just sitting down looking at the stats. He seems like a huge meat rider, and I really don't like his style of journalism at all. Like even when you look at his page, as far as what he reports on, he reports on things. I feel like in a just a way that is like really boring. His interviews are boring. He went and hired this guy to work with him as the editor or producer on the show or whatever this guy is, a host. And I don't even know who this guy Noah. I don't know who this guy Noah is, but let's look at who Noah is. He runs for Adidas. I don't even know what event he competes in, but I don't know. I think he has since both of these guys are mixed. I feel like that they have a connection. That's probably why he hired him. Noah. Okay, yeah. See, Noah joins Track World News as podcast co-host. So you know, I think that's why he picked him. Colin definitely is a guy who shows a more affection towards mixed people and white people, and this is why I don't, really respect him because he's not even handed with it. This guy Noah, who's on the page with him, he has a like even with the way his shorts are on this, on this picture, is almost a almost feminine edge to him, and I think that's one of the issues I have with guys like Colin being having even a voice in track and field because this is the type of agenda that they promote. Um, I think Noah maybe actually maybe have mixed with Mexican. It looks like, but the thing is, when you promote track and field, I feel like with Noah Lyles and this Noah kid right here, who's a co-host of the show, they have this almost, and even with Colin, they have this European, Eurocentric, almost feminine edge to them. I feel like it only hurts the sport because it gives a perspective of this is not what the sport is supposed to be, not supposed to be represented. They take the talent from our culture, but then they push their own agenda because they don't have the talent. Well, at least I know Colin did never have the talent. He's a pole vaulter, and nobody respects a pole vaulter because pole vault is trash. So this is a guy he picked to co-host because he put the advertisement out, said that he was looking for a co-host, and that's who he picked. So you know it is what it is. I noticed that when he talks about black talent, is usually the top of the line talent. But when he talks about white talent, it's usually some mediocre distance runner. Look, Colin opened his mouth here like a straight goofball. Like, I don't know. I just don't respect the guy's media platform. I don't respect the way him or Total Running Productions does anything. He presents black men in a very negative way. Look at Joseph Fombole. Like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And yeah, I think it's unfortunate that we even give guys like this even a platform at all. I hope that his channel gets shut down for whatever reason because of the fact that the way he represents, and he really when he gives stats, when Colin gives stats, he sounds like a police officer reading your Miranda rights to you. He looks like a cop to me. He looks like the type of guy that would put handcuffs on you for maybe just even a speeding ticket. Him linking up with Total Running Productions, with Flow Track. I don't know, man. It's just something that makes me kind of nervous when we see these guys who have no talent, who probably weren't even great or even decent athletes themselves. They come and all of a sudden they have these big voices in track and field and pretend like they know so much and want to really promote the sport. And even if you take a close look at the latest video in which they put out, it's a pretty redundant and boring topic. And that topic is to show you guys, you know, this is what the topic was, and I'm just gonna show you so it doesn't just come out of my mouth. His topic on here is called, guess what? The state of track and field. And this is what it says: the state of track and field. The state of track and field with Total Running Production. So nobody wants to keep hearing how to improve. Like if you go look at a lot of Colin's videos, he constantly talks about the same thing: how to improve the sport, how to improve the sport, the state of track and field, the state of track and field. Man, nobody wants to keep hearing how to improve the sport. Why don't you shut up and improve the sport yourself? Make it more entertaining. But instead, you're boring. You don't have any personality, and you guys like you actually bring the sport down. Total Running Productions does some decent content, so I really have a lot more respect because they put a lot more effort into the production side. So I can at least respect them, at least in that particular capacity. But guys like Colin, I feel like his content sucks. He's like a huge meat rider, and he's boring as all get out. And I feel like the sport would be a lot better off without guys like him. Eliminate white guys like him out of the sport because they don't really bring the pizzazz. They don't bring what the sport really needs, and that's real entertainment. That's real personality. He doesn't have it. And it's really not even about race for real. It's really about culture. And I think that's what the more appropriate word I should use. So it's not about color, it's about culture. And he brings a certain culture to the sport that the sport doesn't need. The sport needs more flair. It needs to continue to be more entertaining, more funny, even in the commentary or social media or media aspect of it. So yeah, I really feel like that. I really feel like guys like this should be pushed out of the sport, and eventually Total Running Productions too. But I feel like at least Total Running Productions is at least entertaining with the content in which they produce. So when I see guys, I see like really two cops sitting around discussing what's going on in the sport that doesn't even really belong to them, or that they don't even really belong to. They don't even belong in. So that's how I view them doing this particular collaboration. Tell me what you guys think. Am I wrong? Am I right? Do you guys think Colin is a great media guy, or should he have a platform, or what? Just tell me what you guys think in the comments. Anyway, this has been another episode of The Biggest Hater in Track and Field, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.